Hello, I'm your announcer, Jim Pollard, and now the host of Nightique.
Jim, where's the studio? I thought we were on the 8th floor.
Edward, that way.
Oh, the 6th floor.
The host of Nightique, Edward St. Pay.
Thank you, Jim, for that fine introduction. And yes, I do have butterflies tonight. I'm a little nervous because the great Mississippi International Film Festival is underway, and a lot of folks are in town for the festival. We've got the director of Dixieland, which was shot in Mississippi last year. It hasn't been released. It's going to be released shortly in the next 30 to 60 days, from what I understand. But we have the Mississippi first screening, premiere, if you will, and it's at Tinseltown in Pearl, in the capital city, for Saturday night. So on the 14th, just a couple of days from now, tomorrow actually, we've got the film premiere. It's at 7 o'clock at Tinseltown. It's part of the Mississippi International Film Festival. And also Jerry Katz is with us. And Jerry Katz is a great acting teacher from New Orleans. He will be conducting acting workshops in the lobby area of Tinseltown at 1 o'clock for 2 hours, and then again at 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock, 2 separate workshops. It's a great way to meet other actors and network and get in the know as to what's happening around the state of Mississippi as far as films coming in and how you can become an actor and become part of this scene that's developing in Mississippi, which is really going over big time already in New Orleans and Louisiana. A lot of films are being shot there. So Jerry Katz with us there. If you want more information on all this, it's at the Film Festival website. It's msfilm.org. Now, in national news, we knew Donald Trump's Saturday Night Live appearance would be very strange. We knew it might even be over the top, but we were not disappointed. It was a comb over the top. Pamela Anderson is hepatitis C free. She's suffered from this for a long time. The former Baywatch babe says she's finally cured after a 16-year battle. Doctors generally refer to the virus as Hep C, but in Pam's case, it was Hep double D. In an attempt to stem the tide of moral degradation in the Communist Party, officials in Beijing have banned extramarital sex and golf, and they're using a Western warning symbol. It's a circle with a line through a silhouette of Tiger Woods. Now, a great show tonight. We've got from Joy Flow Yoga, Debi Lewis. She'll be talking about yoga and meditation, and the artist, musical artist, and graphic artist, Gena Steele, will be with us, and we'll hear her perform. So stay with us for more Nightique.
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
Ingalls Shipbuilding has pioneered the development and production of technologically advanced, highly capable warships for the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps for more than 75 years. Ingalls is Mississippi's largest manufacturing employer, and today Ingalls has an immediate need for more than 200 electricians at our Pascagoula, Mississippi site. Apply today at www.buildyourcareer.com or call 888-935-1507.
And now back to more Nightique.
Well, Gena Steele is with us. Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You are an artist, literally and figuratively, an artist doing artwork and also a musician, right?
That's right.
Okay, so tell us about your artwork and tell us about your music.
Well, I play all around Jackson. I do a lot of original music and cover tunes. We play places like Catherine's, Pelican Cove, Shuckers, Miller's, everywhere around town. I do a duo called Steele Heart with my husband, and then I play with a 7-piece group called the Accidentals, and we play around town.
And so how do you characterize the music?
We do a little bit of everything. So my original music's more singer-songwriter, kind of folky, indie sounding, and then the other music we play everything from rock to country to just about everything.
So your artwork is also music related.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about that.
My artwork, I do a lot of guitar and piano, just musical themes, and I use real instruments like real strings on the artwork and real fretboards on the, so it kind of gives it a 3D kind of a feel to it.
So your whole life is
Music.
consumed with music.
Yeah.
So on the website, thecreativethumb.com, that's your website.
That's it.
You can see samples of the artwork, and also you find out more about the music, right?
That's right. That's right. I have all my paintings and all the places we play, and kind of some sample videos and so forth.
So, okay, now you're going to perform here in the studio for us. Tell us what you're going to do. Is it original stuff?
It is. It is. The song is called "The Music Inside," and it was inspired by Dr. Wayne Dyer, which he just passed a couple of months ago.
Did he really?
He
I
sure
didn't
did.
even know.
He sure did.
I did not know.
Great man, and he had said one thing that I had listened to. He said, "Don't die with your music still inside of you." So that kind of touched me, and I thought, you know, I need to really get this creative energy, this, you know, original stuff out there.
Right.
So I wrote "The Music Inside," and it's trying to inspire me and others to go out and do what you love and what you're good at and what you want the world to hear and say. Don't wait, and just get it out there.
Have you always been a musician since you were very, very young?
I have.
How long have you been playing?
I've started playing in the 90s. I learned the guitar by myself, and but I've been singing and playing my whole life ever since I was a little tot.
So the second song you're going to play
is called "Pocket Full of Dreams," and that's talking about you know, reach into your pocket and just you know, do your another inspiring type to get out there and do what you love.
What is your ambition? I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, what is your plan?
Well, I would like to have a lot of original music. I would love to do my own CD and get my own music out there. I'd love to do that. I'd love to continue and get the artwork out there a little more too. Just create. I love to create. I want to get it out there.
Well, good. Well, we're going to be standing by for your performance. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with Gena Steele, so stay with us.
Great.
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
This is our Gray's Box. It's a great way to snack. Fresh, tasty, and created using only the best ingredients. Choose from our range of over 90 delicious snacks. We'd like to invite you to try a hand-picked box for free. Go to grays.com and we'll send a free box directly to your office or home. It may even help you keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
Go to grays.com and enter the code GRAYS34 for a free box.
Grays.com. Snacking reinvented.
Ingalls Shipbuilding has pioneered the development and production of technologically advanced, highly capable warships for the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps for more than 75 years. Ingalls is Mississippi's largest manufacturing employer, and today Ingalls has an immediate need for more than 200 electricians at our Pascagoula, Mississippi site. Apply today at www.buildyourcareer.com or call 888-935-1507.
And now back to more Nightique.
Always say I can do it tomorrow, and tomorrow seems to turn to yesterday. And then yesterdays turn into weeks and months, then years. Oh, how time slips away. Always say I just don't have the time, yet I seem to waste it constantly. And you never know when time will decide to stop, and it's your time to leave. Go on and write your stories, create your work of art. Say all you need to say, get it off your heart. You don't wanna leave this world behind. with my music still inside me. The other day passes by, you still waiting. Are you looking for a sign or an invitation? Don't you know what goes around comes around? Little voice says, "What are you gonna do? Got a bag full of those who get around to it. That bag's getting heavy now. Just weigh it down. You gotta take a deep breath. Just believe. Reach into your pocket full of dreams. Pour them out loud. Just let them fly. Are you looking for someone to give you permission? Are you gazing up above, hoping and wishing for that shooting star to fall from the sky? You got so many dreams on a mighty long list. I shoulda, woulda, couldas, and some what ifs. Not to mention those questions you ask yourself. How, what, when, why? You gotta take a deep breath and just believe. Reach into your pocket full of dreams. Pour them out loud. Just let them fly. Your dreams are jingling, just like the change. The world is your fountain. They can be exchanged. Oh, let them fly. Oh, let them fly. You gotta take a deep breath, just believe. Reach into your pocket full of dreams. Pour them out loud. You gotta take a deep breath and just believe. Reach into your pocket full of dreams. Pour them out loud. Just let them fly. Oh, let them fly. Gotta let them fly. Oh, let them fly. You gotta let them fly.
We'll be right back with more of Nightique after these messages.
This is our Gray's Box. It's a great way to snack. Fresh, tasty, and created using only the best ingredients. Choose from our range of over 90 delicious snacks. We'd like to invite you to try a hand-picked box for free. Go to grays.com and we'll send a free box directly to your office or home. It may even help you keep your hand out of the cookie jar.
Go to grays.com and enter the code GRAYS34 for a free box.
Graze.com. Snacking reinvented.
And now back to more Nightique.
Well, we would like to welcome Joy Flow Yoga President, and that's Debi Lewis. Welcome to this program.
Thank you.
Now, Debi, you have been teaching yoga for many, many years.
Many years, over 25 years.
And so it seems like more and more people are discovering yoga and meditation, and you're also involved in the meditation.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Why are people moving towards yoga?
Well, we've realized that just about every illness, accident, stress, everything's related to stress. Our lives are very stressful, and yoga is a really wonderful way to relieve stress, to become strong, flexible, balanced, and also to really connect to yourself. It's a moving meditation.
A moving meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's physical. Yoga is a physical discipline. It's exercise almost, right?
It is, but it's more than that. And
it's more than that?
And one thing I've really been working with is helping people do yoga who don't think they can, using a chair, using different props. And so even if you have a joint injury or you're really tight and out of shape, you can still do it. And flow yoga is really wonderful because it connects breath and movement, but it also has great upper body strength, which poses a problem if you've got like a wrist issue or something. But I'm really focusing on helping all people do yoga, no matter what.
This is something that is, I guess, Eastern oriented, but now the Western world is discovering it more and more, right?
It's taken it on, yeah. It's become very popular in the West, and kind of beginning to do more research on the effects of yoga for people with high blood pressure, with cancer, etc.
So even science is now discovering the benefits of yoga, medical science. Such as,
yes. Doctors are recommending people, And we're kind of like, after you've done your physical therapy and your insurance runs out, that's what you got to do next. And we when somebody comes to us after having physical therapy, we always ask, what should you do, shouldn't you do, to follow up with that.
So
make it a lifestyle.
You also are involved in meditation. So does that work hand in hand with yoga?
Yes, because as you're focusing on your breath, that brings you into that meditative state. And some of our classes are just real slow. We do advanced lying around, where we just park our bodies over bolsters and breathe, and I do guided imagery, and we do breathing patterns. There's a whole part of yoga that's not taught that much called pranayama. Prana is the same idea as a chi or ki, like Tai Chi. It's the idea that there's energy all around us and within us, and as we focus on the breath, and we can change our breath and change our nervous system. So lots of different ways to heal using meditative tools.
Okay, you mentioned mindful meditation, and that's a practice that you work in, right? Explain, what is mindful meditation?
Well, as you watch your mind work, you begin to see that your mind is like a computer, always repeating, bouncing back between the past and the future. And so as you watch the mind, it sort of spins and spins and spins, and then you begin to watch that you're watching your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I took a TM course, right? And maybe a year and a half ago, nearly 2 years ago. And that's the thing. It's so simple that it's almost mind-boggling when you say meditation. Well, what is that? But it's very, very simple. It's basically just going into a relaxed state and just letting go of thought. But the interesting thing is, when you try to let go of thought, you start thinking about things.
Exactly.
So when you realize that you're thinking about something, the idea is, oh, I'm thinking about something. Let me let that go and stop
tricky.
thinking.
It's very elusive. It's suddenly you have this moment of bliss, and you're just like, oh, I saw God. And then you start thinking, you're so excited about it that you lose it.
I have to pick up the clothes from the cleaners.
Then you lose it.
Right, or whatever. But the idea is that when you lose it, stop, realize you've lost it, and come back to that state.
And keep doing it. And keep practicing.
Because
we're focused outward all the time, and it's just...
Well, maybe that's the thing. Your brain is like a computer, and then finally, when you shut it off, you rest. But you hardly ever shut it off in the waking hours, right? So that's what meditation is. It's a chance to shut it off.
Right.
Literally make the decision to shut it off and be still.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you just focus on one thing, that kind of tricks you into doing it. Because if you just go, okay, I'm not going to think.
Right.
Don't think about a pink elephant, right?
Right.
That's all you can think about.
Right.
So instead, just focus on one thing, and your mind kind of gets in that groove, and
Okay,
you get
one
really
thing,
relaxed.
for example,
Any one thing.
that would be, if you, in some disciplines, that would be your mantra.
Uh-huh.
And so you concentrate on your mantra. So tell us, what is a mantra?
A mantra is a repeating sound, and it can be in another language, which is kind of nice because it bypasses your, left side rational brain. But it doesn't have to be. One of my favorite ones is biblical. It's "Be still and know that I am God."
So you repeat that over
In your
and over.
head.
And a popular one is something, or a derivative of Om, or
Om.
maybe the word Om.
Right. Om is like the primordial sound of the universe.
Yeah, and it's the truth.
You know.
If you stop and listen, so many things kind of hum like that, like
Yeah.
engines, so many things have that sound. So it's like a universal sound. I guess that's why I chose
right.
it, right?
And it's not really religious, so it's
Right.
spiritual but not religious.
Right.
You're not invoking any Hindu deities or anything there.
Right. And
So-
the idea is to concentrate on whatever that is. That's mindful meditation. You could even concentrate on your breathing, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now, there are other types of meditation. So what would be a different type of meditation? I think TM is a little different, right?
Yeah, there's watching a candle flame or some symbol, visual. I also do some other things that are more moving meditation. Sacred circle dancing I've been studying, and I do incorporate that in my teaching and in my workshops. And it's just simple steps, and it's done with a group. Well, you can do it by yourself, really, but to music from around the world, and you're focusing on your movement. And it's kind of like yoga in that you're moving and you're breathing and you're just being present to that moment.
I've read about walking meditation.
It's like that, exactly.
And basically it's just walking, but in a meditative state. I
Right.
guess you have to be careful you don't bump into something.
There's walking the labyrinth where have you heard of that? It's a trail that's laid out on the ground that goes down, and just when you think you're getting there, then you turn around and come right back, and kind of like life.
And the idea is you remain in a meditative state while you're walking to the best that you can. So, once you discover meditation, like I did, now I've fallen off the wagon and I haven't been doing it lately, but I want to go back to it. I feel the need to do it. This is the thing. Then once you start doing it and you start to really benefit somewhat from it, right? You start to see, wow, this is really, I feel better. I feel more compassionate.
Right.
That was the thing that I noticed. I felt like, they say, well, when you're meditating, your heart opens. And I felt like I experienced that. I thought, wow, this really works. You become kinder.
Exactly.
You become kinder. So, all right, the thing is, when you discover that, then suddenly, when you look around, you start to realize so many people are meditating. Like, I didn't realize it, but when I started doing it, one day I was watching Good Morning America, and George Stephanopoulos came on, and he was doing an interview with somebody, and they said, well, yes, I've been meditating now for about the last 3 years, and
Wow.
it's changed my life. And he was talking, and I thought, wow. And then just right after that, I saw Jerry Seinfeld was on television, and he was talking. He said, well, yes, I've been doing TM now for 30 years. He
30
said,
years.
He said,
People are coming out of the woodwork.
He said, yeah. I said, if I wouldn't have discovered TM, I would have never had a career as a comic. I said, this is what it's like. Plugging in your cell phone. If I can't plug in and recharge by meditating twice a day, he said,
Right.
my battery would run out and I would have no energy to do anything. But you start seeing that once you discover it. It's really
That is
amazing.
neat.
It
Yeah.
really is. So, okay, now your website, joyflowyoga.com, and you have information about your classes there.
Yep.
But also your book. You've got a book, and this book is. Tell us about this.
Yoga 9 Ways is it's a combination of yoga and the Enneagram, which is a pattern of how the personality operates, and a wonderful psychological tool. And the idea behind the Enneagram is that we have 3 centers of intelligence. Obviously our brain, but also our heart, and just kinetically in our bodies.
Our heart meaning compassion. Is that what you mean?
Or of intuiting, intuiting
yeah.
from the heart. And the idea behind the patterns is that we overuse one and underuse one. And so I was like, oh, I know how to balance that by, different kinds of yoga. So there's grounding yoga, there's heart-opening yoga, there's calm, peaceful yoga. And so by focusing on the kind of yoga that you need to get balanced, that's the essence of that book.
I see.
And my workshops.
In yoga and meditation, when they do these these disciplines in the schools, the students, they
Do
have
better.
a remarkable change in their personalities.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
know, their grades become better. It's just, there are many studies out there. It's amazing, you know,
Yeah.
that it works so well. And, well, good luck with everything, and I hope that you continue to bring yoga to the capital city and to central
Thank you
Mississippi.
very much.
And I hope folks will visit your website, joyflowyoga.com.
I appreciate
And
you having
Debi,
me
thank
here.
you for coming, and we hope to have you back again, okay?
Thanks.
Okay, good. Thank you. This is Debi Lewis, and thank you, folks, for being with us tonight. We'll see you next time on Nightique.
Join us every weeknight statewide for Nightique with Edward St. Pé. If you have suggestions for guests or want to be on the show yourself, drop us a line at www.nightique.com. I'm your announcer, Jim Pollard. Good night from all of us at Nightique.